7 states under a state of emergency this morning. The blizzard moving east right now. Massachusetts really getting hit hard. Eastern Long Island, no fun out there as well. This is a live shot of Boston. It is really smack dab in the middle of it right now.
Yeah, that city getting hit harder than anyone else. But look at these pictures from a deserted New York City. There's Grand Central right there, Penn Station, shut down right now, just empty. And it turns out not really snowing here right now. New York not hit as hard as some feared, leading to a bit of a debate. Did officials overreact, or is it better to be safe than sorry?
They were going to get criticized either way it went. Our extreme team is fanned out across the East Coast, covering all angles of this massive storm. And Ginger, you walked to work this morning, a couple of GoPros on your head.
Yeah.
The city was a ghost town, wasn't it?
It was, and this is from my GoPro on my head. No one in the streets, trafficless. It is not something that we see. That is why this morning in New York City is remarkable. You see people in the streets here on 7th Avenue with me. So it's not the 7 inches here in New York that we're talking about. It's the 1.5 feet plus to our east, and that's where this storm moved. Let me take you straight up here to where the blizzard warnings remain. It has been canceled for New York City. See, just north and east for parts of Massachusetts and Maine, Connecticut still in it. Winter storm warning still in place, so you still could see a couple of additional inches. I wanted to show you the radar right now. The heaviest band set up in eastern Long Island, right there in Connecticut, and right there just west of Boston, and it is still going. How about that in New York? That is Long Island. Feet of snow already reported, and we know those wind speeds are upward of 50 to even 60 miles per hour in some places. Additionally, you can get another foot to 2 feet in that pink or magenta area. But we know this morning that one of the spots that is far from over, that would be Boston. And our Rob Marciano, part of the extreme team, getting blasted right there. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, Ginger. We are getting blasted indeed. The blizzard in full force here in Boston. This is one of the main roads downtown Atlantic Avenue, so they've done a pretty good job. Clouds just keep coming through and piling the snow up on the sides of it, but it just continues to swirl. You can see it in the lights behind our camera, and that's going to be the ongoing problem. These drifts are certainly going to pile up in the realm of some feet. And we actually had to move our live shot location. We were a little bit closer to the water. Coastal flooding is the other big issue here. We actually got flooded out and had to come a little bit further inland. So many facets of this storm as it just came roaring through last night.
Overnight, loud and ferocious. That massive winter storm making its presence felt. Newport, Rhode Island, like a howling wind tunnel. Wind there gusting at more than 60 miles per hour. Just south of Boston, snow whipping. This NASA image showing the thick layer of white engulfing the East Coast. With states of emergencies declared in 7 states. Many governments and schools closed today as officials prepared for the worst.
Extreme snowfall.
It should not be taken lightly.
Please remain home and remain off the roads.
This is what the final scramble looked like in New York City. Drivers working to beat the clock as the snow rolled in. Crowded roads filled with rush hour commuters. Soon going from this to this. Times Square, just outside our GMA studios, virtually empty. As the storm set in Monday, some battling the blizzard by bicycle, including this delivery guy. Others on skis. Many people shoveling. Others plowing to keep up with the falling snow.
Just trying to stay ahead of the storm, you know.
As convoys of the more than 1,800 snowplows march down the barren Long Island Expressway. Similar scenes in New Jersey. Road crews there struggling to keep the streets clear. Here in Boston, the streets deserted overnight. Snow swirling in this New England shore town where the fear is not just the snow, but the massive flooding.
It is going to be an ongoing battle against this blizzard all day long today and through tonight. Matter of fact, Boston is shut down not just for today, but for tomorrow as well. It is just brutal out here. We have wind chills that are below 0. And as you can imagine, George, what this snow feels like when it's blowing in your face at 30 and 40 miles an hour. It is difficult to take.
Hitting 50 right now, we can tell.